Welcome to Real English for Immigration. Today, we're diving into essential English for finding an apartment in Canada which, as you might know, is one of the first challenges many newcomers face. We'll go over key vocabulary, common questions, and cultural expectations to help you navigate the Canadian rental market with confidence. Alright, before we jump into our conversation, let's take a moment to learn some important rental vocabulary you'll need in Canada. Here are a few key terms: lease or tenancy agreement. This is a legal contract between you and the landlord. Security deposit. Money paid up front to cover any potential damages. References. These are people who can vouch for your reliability. Credit check. This is a verification of your financial history. Utilities. Services like electricity, water, and internet. Bachelor or studio. A small apartment with combined living and sleeping areas. Furnished versus unfurnished. Whether the apartment comes with furniture or not. Got it? Great. Let's move on.
Hello, I'm calling about the two-bedroom apartment advertised on Kijiji. Is it still available?
Yes, it is. Would you like to schedule a viewing?
Definitely. Could I come see it tomorrow afternoon? How does 3 p.m. sound?
Sure, 3 p.m. works perfectly. I'll need some information from you first.
What information do you need?
I'll need to know how many people will be living in the unit, if you have pets, and when you're looking to move in.
It will be just me and my wife, no pets. We're hoping to move in at the beginning of next month if possible.
That timing should work. Just so you know, we require a security deposit equal to half a month's rent, first and last month's rent up front, and we'll need references from previous landlords or employers.
I understand. We're new to Canada, so we don't have previous landlords here, but I can provide employment confirmation and references from our home country.
That's fine. Many newcomers face this situation. If you have an employment letter and can show income verification, that helps. We can discuss options when we meet.
Great, thank you for understanding. Is the apartment close to public transportation?
Yes, there's a bus stop right across the street, and it's about a 10-minute walk to the subway station.
Perfect. And are utilities included in the rent?
Heat and water are included, but electricity and internet would be your responsibility.
I see. And is there laundry in the building?
Yes, there's a laundry room in the basement with coin-operated machines.
Sounds good. I'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Could you text me the exact address?
Absolutely. I'll send it right away. Do you have any other questions?
Not at the moment. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. See you tomorrow.
All right, let's break down some important parts of this conversation, shall we? First, opening the call. Notice how the tenant immediately mentions where they saw the advertisement. Advertised on Kijiji. This helps the landlord quickly identify which property the tenant is calling about. Second, the phrase, "Is it still available?" This is, a really common way to inquire about rentals because apartments can be rented out pretty quickly. Is it still available? An alternative to this phrase, you can say, "Has the apartment been rented yet?" Or, "Are you still showing the apartment?" Third, schedule a viewing. Schedule a viewing. In Canada, it's actually standard practice to see an apartment in person before applying for it. Fourth, the security deposit and first and last month's rent. This is a pretty typical requirement in Canada. The last month's rent is held as a deposit for your final month of tenancy. Fifth, references. Canadian landlords, they usually want to verify your reliability through references like previous landlords or employers. Landlord is the one who owns the apartment. And finally, questions about transportation and utilities. These are essential, practical questions that really show you're a serious and prepared tenant. Are utilities included? What's included in the monthly rent? Or, do I pay for utilities separately? Now you're ready to have a successful conversation when apartment hunting in Canada. Remember to come prepared with your questions, be honest about your situation as a newcomer, and, of course, have all the necessary documentation ready. Oh, and don't forget to practice today's conversation in the comments. What rental questions would you add to this conversation? Let us know below. See you next time.